everybody, Graham here. I am sorry for not having checked in with y'all over the past week or so. That work project that I mentioned in the last couple of videos really got kind of intense, and it was pretty much all I could do. I didn't really have time to do videos. I ended up working on it all weekend and going pretty late yesterday as well, but it's off my plate, at least for the time being. It'll go through some other processes and come back to me at some point, but hopefully it won't be the kind of monster that it was during this round. Anyway, so of course, when I take some time away from this, everything goes completely bonkers. Number one, the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial. I have been so freaking hooked on this thing. I'm putting on Ricada every day, all day, just to watch the trial and hear their commentary. He gets some good folks, and I'm sure there are other good people doing the streams. I mean, I've watched that Umbrella guy's stream. He doesn't really comment very much while it's going on. He does occasionally, but his thing is just watch it. The Ricada crowd is a little bit more talkative, which I like. And like I said, I know there are other people who are streaming it and giving their opinions and stuff, but Ricada's the one I found and the one I've kind of settled on. Anyway, that's gone nuts. Yesterday was insane. They had this. First of all, they had a doctor testifying about how Johnny may have lost his finger, and he got destroyed on cross-examination. He was forced to admit that without actually examining the wound and only looking at pictures, that he couldn't say one way or the other how it happened or how it didn't happen. He tried. He spun like a top, but in the end he wasn't. I don't think he was particularly convincing to anyone. Then they had a psychiatrist on who was. I got to do a video on this guy because he was insane. Depp's lawyers read him a rule out of the American Psychiatric Association's ethical guidelines, which says that it is unethical for a psychiatrist to make a diagnosis of someone that he hasn't personally examined. And the guy didn't like that at all. Didn't like the notion that his testimony would be considered unethical by the APA. So he's arguing back, and he's trying to argue that this rule would invalidate any expert testimony whatsoever, which is ridiculous. I mean, it's just like absurd on its face. And look, I have had no medical training whatsoever. I mean, I consider myself an educated layman when it comes to medical things, but I'm not a doctor. But even I know that you can't get up there and make psychological assessments of a person that you've never even been in the same room with. But the way he was arguing back was insane. He came off like like Doc Brown on meth or something. So there's that. That happened. That was crazy. The other crazy thing that happened was that Ethan Ralph has gone back to Portugal. He's returned to the site of his ass-kicking. I'm only halfway through the Kiwi Farms thread, so I don't know if he's said why at this point or not. Speculation as of yesterday was that he, there are a couple of lines of speculation. Number one, that he's there for medical treatment for the ass-kicking he got on his last trip, that maybe he's getting his medical care paid for by the Portuguese taxpayers' dime, which, would be in character for him. Another speculation is that he is there for a certain set of young entrepreneurs that he likes to patronize, which also seems on brand for him. And then I guess the other speculation is that he's just there out of some weird macho need to go to Portugal and have a good trip and not get his ass kicked or something like that. I have no idea. Anyway, I'm really, I was, as I had YouTube on while I was working, I was just going crazy not being able to make a video because there's just so much going on that's so worth commenting on. So I'm actually, in order to get myself a little bit of a rest and a break from that monster project, I'm going to take tomorrow off work and just take a personal mental health day. And hopefully I can put together some of what I think has been the more interesting and entertaining stuff that happened last week and the early part of this week, because it's just been completely insane. And I'm going to wrap it up here because I do actually have other work to do that I had to kind of push everything aside for that last project, and now I have to get back to the stuff that I was doing before that. So I'm going to leave it there. I will talk to you in the next one, which will hopefully be a lot sooner than this one. And that's it. I will see you guys later. Have a good one. Graham out. Bye.